This is Kat,
And this is Saskia,
and this is Note to Self.
your weekly dose of everything that's just simply too long to text.
All right, welcome back.
Hello.
Everyone is listening or looking at two lobotomized girlies right now
Why are we lobotomized?
because you are 2 days away from moving.
That is true. That is true.
I just need to do like a mental health check and well-being check on you.
I mean, if I look at you, I'm fine. If I look that way, not okay. It's like if our listeners could see this, it is my entire kitchen is just boxes, big pink boxes.
They are, yes.
They're cute.
But to no surprise, Saskia moving is still the most organized.
Everything has a place.
So Saskia has these like plastic, but they're called like plastic moving bins.
Yeah,
the moving company provides them. I don't even know if this is. A lot of places still use cardboard boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
Your stuff will just break.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't even think of that. I was like, it's just really not good for the environment.
Yeah, that too.
Even
also
though
I was like,
I don't really recycle. So
you don't recycle?
no, I do. On a good day.
God.
I do.
Well, right now I have a mouse that's in my recycling bin, so I've been
That's
a bit
right.
scared to put anything in there.
How's Stuart doing?
He wasn't. Did I talk about him last
Yeah.
week? So he is gone, but then I did hear some rustling today because I started to put things back in the recycling bin because I put some traps in there. Nothing happened though, and I was like, he must be gone. And then of course, as soon as I start using it again, he's back in there.
Is Stuart going to be one of these plastic bins and it's just going to be like, instead of a jack in the box, it's going to be a mouse in the box?
Dude, imagine if I move and he comes with me.
Then you have to adopt him.
Yeah,
like
he's my
Stuart
mouse.
Little.
He's my
Yes.
God, and I'll dress him in little outfits.
Oh.
We've kind of come full circle.
Oh.
I'll put him in little cute clothes.
I don't know if you can domesticate.
I think I could. I'll train him. Nah, it's too hard.
Okay.
He'll probably just live his own life. Imagine if I create a little house for him though, like a little bed, and he sleeps in it.
I think maybe you just move your house and then see if Stuart follows you.
For the rest of my life.
Oh.
How long do you think mice
I
live
was
for?
just about to ask you, like, how long do mice actually even live for?
I have no idea.
I don't actually know the life expectancy.
No, I mean, I'd be shocked if you did.
That's probably some kind of like weird knowledge that I would know.
Yeah, you're like, actually, they are blah, 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 blah. Anyways, what were you saying? Oh, the boxes.
Yes, but mental health check.
Honestly, surprisingly doing fine. It's like not... Okay, it's funny because one of the first things I wanted to talk about was moving.
Yeah, that's on my list.
I know. Love it. I think I was reflecting on past moves, and by far this has been the easiest, which is funny because I have the most amount of stuff now. But I think it's because in the past I was broke and like couldn't afford proper movers. Because I was like in my 20s when I lived in New York last time. So every single time I moved, you were trying to figure out like the cheapest way to do it, right? So I remember I was thinking back and I have distinct memories. I think you helped me move into my 6th floor walk up, or it might not have been you actually. I think you helped me move out of that one.
Ooh.
Anyways,
I've helped too many friends move into a 6th floor walk up.
Yeah, that was brutal days back in Manhattan. So our other close friend of ours, she has helped me with every move. This will be the first one she's not helped with. I honestly should just bring her over for shits and gigs.
Yes.
But I remember she helped me move into like my first apartment in Chinatown, and then I moved into the 6th floor walk up. And I was moving in with another friend, and her boyfriend and his friend just helped us with everything. And it was just a block. So we just did it all ourselves from our other apartment. But moving out of that place, I moved 5 blocks down the street. This is when I lived with Lily, my sister. And I was like, oh, I'll hire movers for the big items. But everything else, we carried down the street. I swear you helped. For 5 blocks, like suitcases.
I have some kind of memory of this.
I remember we carried the table. Well, our friend and I did. Her and I carried my dining room table down through Chinatown into Little Italy.
I love New York because no one would have even blinked twice at that.
No one cared.
At all.
And I also remember so many times helping friends move, also doing this, booking an Uber extra large and just piling everything into the Uber extra large. I did that so many times. Imagine how shitted off you would be as a driver.
I would be so pissed off.
Right?
But I also think, and you and I were having this conversation a few days ago, I think the cost of moving in New York has lowered.
honestly have to think it has too,
Right?
because I remember looking at movers to move your whole place and it was thousands of dollars. And this move is like $800, which I find astonishing.
So it's still money,
Totally, but it's
but compared,
when I think back to what I swear looking and being like, it would be $3,000. It's like,
Yes.
there's no way. Because I was like, how is it gone? Like, what? Is it because we're in Brooklyn? I don't know. We were living in Manhattan, maybe. And also, to be fair, as soon as you're on a like higher up, walk-ups, they charge more.
they do. But when I was moving out of my Manhattan place back to Brooklyn, it was $900.
That's
And
still really good. And you were a walk-up
I was
movie into a walk-up.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? And I swear, so Saskia and I were talking about this, that years ago we thought it was around the three plus K range. And I used to get pissed off at my friends who would be on a healthy salary and would still insist on our friends helping. I'm like, new rule. If you're on a healthy salary and if moving is only less than a K, you hire the fucking movers.
Yeah.
Okay?
Or you really have to take your friends out for something, which ends up
gonna cost you more.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yes.
I
don't want that bonding experience.
No, we don't need it anymore. We're done. We
Done.
did it enough. We did it enough. But I honestly, I was truly floored by the whole experience. And did they have this when you moved? That there's these boxes that they roll in, so you don't even need to take your clothes off the hangers. I was like, what is this magic? That was the part I was least looking forward to. I actually don't mind packing up everything else. I did not want to have to take my fucking clothes off the hangers.
No, they just go zoop, 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 zoop.
It's wow.
I don't know.
That was
I don't know.
great.
I
I hope that's what they do when they get here.
That to anyone who's not watching this, and I really hope you're not, because it's a real scrappy day for all Waterman here.
You look gorgeous.
Real scrappy. My scrappy chipped nails. I'm like, clackety, clackety, clackety.
Your nails match your shirt, though, I thought.
Good. Oh, that's nice.
looks
I just
intentional.
keep moving quickly. But so the movers just come in and they just like bulk lift and then put them on the railing.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. I
And then
assumed it was just like a rollable hanger thing that was inside something.
Yeah, it's a cardboard box.
That's honestly amazing how they have not done that before. Maybe they've been doing this forever and we had no idea.
I feel like they might. I don't think that this is like innovative in 2025.
No joke. I was like, innovation. Whoa, look at this.
I was like, okay, because remember when we would be moving, and I even did this last time I moved. I was putting rubbish bags over my clothes in my closet so that I didn't have to take them off individually. So you would put the rubbish bag upside down, make a hole, put it through the clothes hanger, and then tie it at the bottom.
Yeah, like a shitty
Dry cleaner.
Yeah, dry cleaner bag. Oh my God, that's so depressing.
And then they all came into my apartment when I was moving last time, and they chuckled because they had one of those little wheelie boxes, and I was like,
See, ours told us about that. And then we had to figure out how many hangers we had. And they were recommending like one box. It's like 30 to 40 hangers. I was like, these people don't know me.
They don't know you
I need
at all.
like 6 of those. Yeah.
They don't know you at all.
It was sick when I did count. I was like, I have too many clothes. And I debated doing a closet clean out. And I was like, why am I doing that now?
No.
Like, let's do that in the new place. It's just insane to think to do that now on top of everything else I have to do.
I also did not purge pre-move. But I will say I'm a little disappointed that you did not use my movers that I used.
I honestly was going to, but this was Jeffrey's task, so he went with the movers he has used in the past.
So he specifically did not want the hot Russian.
Oh, true.
Yes.
I should have told him about
Pavel.
that. Ugh, what a mistake. Although we did have a really hot guy who came by and dropped off the boxes. Super hot, gorgeous, tall, like a stunner. And he was like, oh, I love the style of this apartment. And I was like, see you, Jeffrey.
Oh my God.
I used to text Jeffrey and go, hey, make sure to tip him. He was really nice.
There's something about like a handy man. So last
was
time I
lovely.
moved, there was a very gorgeous Russian mover called Pavel who Saskia and I both met. And I was waiting to get a text from Saskia. Like,
Did you
this man
knew I
is
was gonna
gorgeous.
say it? He was.
I knew it. I was waiting for
His
it.
name was Pavel. That's
Yeah.
a really nice name.
Isn't it for a really nice person?
I kind of want to steal that name if I ever have a boy. It's so nice. Pavel's so pretty.
Okay. I don't really like having a conversation about a hot mover to then like potentially
your baby name.
names for your spawn.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
no.
but overall, the place is looking good. You have another hot mover potentially.
Yes, things are looking up, and we're not having to book a Uber extra large anymore.
I'd be pissed if I were that Uber driver. I'd be so pissed.
I cannot tell you how much I have thought about this memory and just how annoyed these Uber drivers were. Like, they're not movers, and they're somehow roped into having to help these young girls get all their shit into their Uber. It's so insane. I did it so many times. I'm so surprised you never did.
I
used Uber extra larges for so many things.
I did. I just kind of blocked that out for a second.
Yeah. Young and dumb.
Young
but
and
also
dumb.
young and smart.
We were problem solvers.
Yeah, we solve a problem pretty good.
But moving in New York is in itself just a shit show.
It's something that I think most people would never understand unless they have lived in certain cities in Europe. I know can be like this. So my friend who lives in Amsterdam, that sounds like a fucking shit show because the hallways, like you think our hallways are small, their hallways are insane. I remember she lived in the loft of this one building. It was almost like climbing a ladder to get up to her apartment. We had to get my suitcase up, but I had to lift the bottom above my head and she pulled it from the top because the stairs were so vertical.
Oh, that scares me.
Do you want to know what they do to move out? The moving companies there, they have like these it's almost like a crane and it's a big box and it cranes up to the window and they put things in the box and then bring it down.
That's smart.
Isn't
That's
it?
really smart.
Right? Moving. I would have thought
That's
so
really
innovative.
smart.
It's
That
the
is-
most innovative industry.
I feel like Saskia's next job or like career in her next
Marketing
life
for a moving company?
Oh, I thought you were just going to be a mover.
Oh, I think
You'd
I should
be good.
market it.
You could do both. Why couldn't you do
Why
both?
would I want to?
I think that you'd be good at it.
I think I'd have a really sore back.
I think you'd be even fitter than you are.
We're
Coming
starting
off the
low
heels
right
of
now.
last week, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
like punch.
Yeah, seriously, not working out right now. But no, I would say I thought that was a fascinating story, and I thought of her thinking through this is like I think New Yorkers get it, and people who live in I think Amsterdam's such an old city, and the buildings are super old, so they just weren't built for some of these moving things in and out. So it's definitely a New York experience, and I would say I always am drawn to that scene in Friends.
I was about to say that.
Of course, everyone knows it. Of course, those who have not seen Friends, which is crazy to me, the scene where they're moving the couch and Ross is just yelling, "Pivot! Pivot!"
It has never been more poignant.
It's so real. It was funny before I lived here, and it's now even funnier when you realize how true it is.
Yes.
I remember once getting a couch stuck in the hallway of my Chinatown apartment with my friend's boyfriend and his friend, and the two of us trying to get it up that 6th floor walk up, and we were all crying, tears streaming down our face as we remembered that scene. We're like, we are that scene.
You do have bad luck with couches fitting into an apartment. Yeah.
That was the other thing I was going to actually talk about.
Let's pivot.
The one pivot, the one pain, and the one actually very interesting company, another moving company. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Is this a moving podcast? But there is a company in New York called the Couch Doctors, which I think is brilliant. And I don't know if you know this, they have like the monopoly on this business. There's no other people you can go to. And for those people who don't live here or don't know them, their like tagline is like or not tagline, but their promise is they can get any couch into any apartment. So I had ordered this West Elm couch that's just like a sleeper. So it doesn't have two pieces. It's a 3-seater, but there's no way to break it apart. And it arrived to my apartment when I first moved here. And I remember the movers trying to get it in, and there was just like no fucking way. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this couch?
Was the couch on the footpath at this point?
It was in a big box on the footpath. They'd taken it out of the box. They were like, maybe we'll try and get it in. They tried the upstairs. They tried downstairs. They were debating taking off the fucking window.
What?
It was crazy. And I called our friend who was like, call the Couch Doctors. And I was like, what the fuck are the Couch Doctors? So I called them and they're like, we guarantee we can get it in. And I was like, okay. So West Elm has to go. They say they'll re-deliver it tomorrow. Because I was like, this can't just be left on the street. So they take it back. They re-deliver it tomorrow. Couch Doctors arrive with their bag. Like literally like a doctor bag. It's too funny. And they spend, I think, about 2 hours trying to work this out. They end up having to take off both ends of the couch. Like they rip this couch apart, destroy it. I'm like, how the fuck is it ever going to look? It's brand new.
I couldn't have watched that.
It was so
A
sad.
brand new couch too.
Oh yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not good.
But they get it in and they had to really work at it. Meanwhile, guys, the cost of this is fucking nuts. Did I ever tell you how much it cost me? Mm-hmm. It was like $800. Mm-hmm. I nearly felt sick, but I was like, what am I to do? Return the couch, have to buy another couch that probably won't. Like, I just have to do it. I have no other option. Mm-hmm. Got the fucking couch in. They rebuilt it. Looks brand new. You'd have no idea. But I always knew when I move out, I was like, I'm going to have to spend another $800 to get this fucking couch out of this apartment. So I have booked them and they are coming Friday morning to get this bad boy ripped apart to then put it back together on the street. They're going to rebuild it on the street for the movers to then move.
Okay.
New York story if I ever did hear one.
Okay. Is it still $800 or has inflation gotten to them?
Dude, I fucking hope not. I'm scared. I haven't asked for the cost yet, which honestly I probably should do. I'm like avoiding it.
You should absolutely.
I think I need to do it tonight.
Because you've been in here for what, 2 or 3 years?
3 years.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll just see how it goes.
I know. I'm like, I'm not going to think about it. So yeah, that's what's been happening with me.
Okay. And I really think that everything is going to be fine. It's a beautiful couch and it's worth the $800. You're worth the $800.
You're worth it, baby.
I really
I hope so. Other than the freaking time that Jeffrey hurt his ankle and he had to ice it and then he didn't put something underneath it and then it stained the couch.
Yeah.
He's been trying to fix that for a year.
But if anyone has seen the videos of the couch doctors ripping apart a couch and they just do it on the sidewalk.
Do they have an Instagram?
I'm sure that they do, but I can't watch that.
I honestly feel like that would be like ASMR watching that.
Not for me. Not for
too much anxiety.
Straight up.
It is kind of crazy how they get it back together. Do you think are they trained for that? Do they train these guys? Do they go to school for it? I don't think it's couch doctor school. PhD in what? Couch doctor.
I can't guarantee. I can't answer that question honestly because I don't know what school the couch doctors go to.
I have no idea.
I want to see their credentials.
Honestly, same. I'm fascinated by it. Imagine if they're like, oh yeah, we have PhDs. Like they're all actually doctors. We're like, do you mind if we also do a checkup while you're here?
I will also say I love a confident person. Of like when you call them, they're like, I can guarantee.
It was great. And I was like, really? Like I did not believe it. And then how long it was taking, I started to have doubts. To be fair, the guys did say to me, they're like, yeah, we started to have doubts we were going to be able to do this. Yeah, they did. But then when they realized they could take both ends off, I was like, yeah, okay.
So it was the ends that were the issue getting into the narrow hallway.
Yeah, because of how long and kind of bulky it is and it's such a tight corner, they couldn't get it through. So they had to take the ends off to be able to get it. And even then they had to like bang it through. Friday morning will be stressful. Yeah. I think Friday's a good time to check in, honestly.
Yeah, I'll check in on Friday.
Yep. I'll just send me a message.
Yep, send a little reminder.
We'll be happy to get out of here though. Loved it, but ready to move on.
Good move.
So, what's been going on with you? Mental health check-in? How are things?
I have another Cat's Care Corner update.
Fuck me.
I swear to God, my life.
What is it now?
I was at the dentist.
Okay.
As we all should. And because I was getting a filling done, which shame on me for not flossing so much.
But I floss every day and I've still had to get a few fillings in the last year or two. And I was really worried about it. And they said it's just like as you get older, you just...
Yeah, I've also heard, and this, I do not quote me, whoever is listening to this, I have heard mixed things about there are some people who get them, there are some people who don't.
That's what she said to me. And sometimes if the divot in your teeth is like deeper, you're more prone to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I was freaking out because I'm really pedantic with my teeth.
Yeah. I floss 5 times a week.
I floss every day.
I take weekends off, which I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I'm like... It's the weekend, baby. Take a rest.
Wait, you're getting a filling.
So I'm getting a filling. There was just something in the air yesterday or this week. I just feel like either people are like tired, cranky, sick. There's just something. And you and I are very, intuitive. So if someone is in a bad mood or their energy is off, I guess, we feel that immediately.
Yeah.
So my dentist, who is a very funny Russian man, there's a Russian theme.
Yeah. What's going on?
But he is very funny, very smart, very good. And he came in and he was just off. And he was starting the work on my teeth. And so there was no assistant in the room because now that they can just hook the suction.
Nah, don't like that.
Yep.
I always like an assistant because what if it gets, and then I need them to get it because what if someone's not there and it's in the wrong position and you're like, I need you to get rid of this stuff that's in my mouth. Would hate that.
So no assistant. So he was... It was also just taking a little bit longer than usual. And I was like, this is bizarre because usually it's 20 minutes in and out. It's fine. He has a suction in. He's like clamped my mouth open. Not clamped, but my mouth is open with one of those wire things, metal. And he just gets up and leaves.
No.
He just gets up.
Why
He gets
does
up.
this always happen to you?
He gets up. He does not say anything. He gets up. He leaves. He does not come back. Guess how long?
Knowing you, like 15 minutes? Yep. Okay.
Yep. It was like 12 minutes. It felt like 15. It was absolutely within that time frame.
And your mouth is still got...
Yep.
No.
It was still open.
And you have
the suction.
You couldn't even close your mouth?
Nope.
No, that's insane.
Yep. And I thought, is this my final destination moment? Is this how I go?
Girl, I would have had a panic attack.
If I hadn't have just come from therapy, I would have had a panic attack because I would have gotten so claustrophobic. And I started to. And then it was just, they were all just chatting.
No.
They were chatting.
That is so fucking bad. Did you say something?
I can't really speak after a numbing in my mouth.
Oh, really? Is it that bad? I can always speak afterwards.
Mine was like, I always have a bit of a lisp.
Oh, okay.
And I was already late now. So I don't actually know if he went to another patient, but there was a lot of chatter in the reception area. But it was just really peculiar. And then the suction kept like getting stuck on the roof of my mouth and going,
oh my God.
I know.
And you're just lying there?
Just laying there.
I would have taken it out.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, true.
I honestly did not know what
it's
to
not
do.
like you can see.
My mouth is wide open.
You can't yell and be like, help.
No, at one point I just go,
In case you forgot you're there.
I did. And this brought me back to like when I got forgotten in a lymphatic drainage bodysuit.
No.
And
I hate this. Oh my gosh. No.
And what came out of my mouth, the sound that came out of my mouth trying to get the attention was like a gargoyle.
Did he come back and continue working?
Yep,
Or was
didn't
he
say
finished? No. Girl,
He didn't say anything.
You need a new dentist.
He came back happy-go-lucky. He was in a better mood, thank God. And he just kept working on it.
Girl, I would have been pissed.
I think I was too shell-shocked, and I was also like, don't cause a scene until he's finished with the work.
To be fair, I also would not have probably said anything. I would have just been like, that's fine. That's fine.
I've been thinking about it now. So this was yesterday, and I'm like, what do I don't even know how to approach this. And this goes back to our people pleasing. And I was like, I think I was overly like, oh, thanks, it feels good.
When in reality, you probably should have been like, where did you go for 15 minutes? It kind of freaked me out.
Yes, thank fuck I had just had therapy.
Oh,
I straight up would have had a panic attack.
Dude, and also getting a cavity, like filling, is already awful enough as it is. I fucking hate it. Like, you want it to be fast.
Yep.
Like, my dentist is always quick. She's like in and out because she knows it's like no one likes it.
Don't pry my mouth open.
And then fucking leave you there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I hate the sucky thing because I'm always conscious. I'm like, oh my God, is it pooling too much? Like, grab it, guys.
Yes.
I would fucking hate that. I tell you also something that I find weird about dentists. Why do they try and talk to you and your mouth is open?
I do not know.
I can't say anything.
My guy's always trying to make a joke. And I'm like,
Oh my God. I feel like it is the perfect opportunity. I can't remember if I've brought this up before, maybe on the podcast, maybe not, but it's like, it's their way to be able to talk at people just for whatever they want and no one can
Talk
respond.
at. Yeah, exactly. Talk at.
Because the person can't respond. Although I do love my hygienist. Him and I will have chats and he'll like take it out so then I can actually reply. But then I'm also like, okay, guys, we gotta wrap this up. Yeah.
Doesn't your dentist bring her dog?
She did last time I was there and it was so good.
I think a therapy dog for a dentist is so worthwhile.
Agreed. There was a part of me that was like, is this hygienic? But I think it's fine. It's just dog fur. Doesn't matter if that gets in your mouth. Yeah, but it's like, what if it's in the air?
They have therapy dogs in hospitals.
That's true.
Not in like ICUs.
This dog was hypoallergenic as well, so
yeah,
he was cute.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought about it for an
with
instant,
his little paws,
which is kind of the donk's is true.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, it was helpful. Like I was like, I would love this dog to sit on me while getting a cavity, like that would or filling. Sorry, while that would help.
Yeah.
Anyways, not surprised by that situation, to be honest.
I was like, my life is a pending Final Destination moment.
Dude, that's awful.
Yeah.
Well, adding to Kat's Care Corner, I actually was going to talk about Saskia's Care Corner, which we haven't really ever done before. I had my IUD replaced last week.
Oof.
And have you ever had an IUD?
I refuse to.
Why?
Because of the story you're about to tell.
Okay, yeah, fair. Mm-hmm. So I got my first one 8 years ago. So what? I'm 33. What was that? 25?
You're 34 very soon.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Crazy. My birthday's in a few weeks, guys. Very excited. I'm having a pre-birthday celebration on Saturday. Can't wait for you to see my outfit. Anyways, I'm gonna get distracted by the birthday conversation. Focus. So what was this? Oh yeah, IUD. So I got the first one when I think I was 24, 25. And like, I didn't know anything. It wasn't that it was new, but more people were getting it then. That was like when it started to become more popular. And when I first got it, they were like, it lasts 4 years. And then the longer I've had it, they've been like, oh, we've done more studies. This current one lasts 6 years. Then it lasted 8 years. It's maxed out at 8 years. So I had to get it replaced. But I remember I went to Planned Parenthood in Soho, which is, I don't even know if that's there anymore, which is so sad.
In the Nolita?
Yeah. Oh, it's still there?
It should be. I hope so. Fuck.
I thought one of them might have had closed down, which made me sad. But that one I went to, and the woman was amazing. She's like, I do I've done thousands of these. But I had no idea what to expect, right? And back then they weren't numbing you. They weren't giving you pain meds. So what I like to say, raw dogged it, which is very true. But I was young. I didn't fucking care. So I remember it hurt for I was like the pain I'd never felt before, and I remember I was kind of just like ow, 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 and then it subsided within 5 seconds. It was like I kind of yelled, which I've never yelled from pain.
This is making me squirm.
Well, normally I cry from pain, but I was yelling, and then it subsided. And I went out to drinks afterwards. I actually think I went out with you at the time.
You did. Because you did.
We walked through to West Village and then we grabbed drinks. And then I started to get a little crampy and went home later.
Yeah.
But it was not that bad. So in my head, I thought when it was removed, it would be like taking a tampon out. I was like, the removal will be fine. And then I'll just get another one put in. I've done it before. Won't be that bad. I get there and I start to get very nervous because I realize.
This time.
Yes. Yep. I'm also 33. I feel like I have more anxiety. I know what it feels like, which that feeling I found out is having contractions. So that's what it's like to have a fucking baby, and really glad I know that now. But I go in, sitting in the OBGYN office. I always find OBGYNs very interesting. It's just, I don't know. They're beautiful places because it's all women, but also you just realize how much shit we go through medically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those waiting rooms are never not full.
No. And it's a mix of, lots of women that are pregnant, which is really beautiful. And you see little baby shot photos, but then it's just, people getting their general health checked up. And anyways, I'm going in. I go to my girl I've been seeing for a few years who I love. And she kind of talks me through the process. And I hadn't taken any painkillers yet. So they gave me some and they were going to numb it. So I was like, great. I have all this stuff I did not have last time.
Numb it internally?
Yeah, they numb it internally.
With an injection?
I think so. I couldn't look because she said she was going to... I saw a needle on the side.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't want to see it when she
Yep.
mentioned what she was
Yep.
doing. So I don't know if it was cream or that. I could not look at it. I could not.
think it was a needle.
Okay, yeah, no, I could not.
Yep.
I couldn't think about that because I probably would have passed out if I had thought about that.
At least you were laying down.
Yeah, seriously. Needles freak me out.
Needles in your coochie?
Oh, no, I can't think about
Yep.
it. I cannot think about it, truly. Oh. So the first step is taking the old one out. So, they get the speculum. What is it?
The speculum.
The speculum. So your
I
legs
thought you
are
were
up.
going to say spatula.
Spatula.
And I was like, it's not wrong.
Just
You do
getting
kind of have
around
to
in there,
scrape.
scraping out.
You do have to.
So, your legs are up, you're in your little gown, and there's a younger girl there who's, I think, a nurse in training. She must have been like 21. She was a baby.
Oh, shit.
So young. She was a cutie, though, but had like no idea. Anytime I asked her a question, she's like, let me just get the doctor. It was cute. But
Good for her for not trying to answer.
no, it was sweet. So they pull it out, and you have to like cough when they pull it out. So I coughed, and it was fucked, dude. I swear to God. I think it's because I wasn't expecting the pain.
Oh my God, I feel really unwell right now.
It was, I'm so sorry. It was like having a contraction, but I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to be like having a tampon removed, which is so nuts now that I say it out loud. And when I had to cough, that's when I didn't have much time between coughing and thinking, I think this might be more painful than I thought it was going to be. I immediately burst into tears. Burst into tears. And they were like,
I'm crossing my legs. I'm like, oh, no one's going in my coochie now.
I think they were a little shocked by the tears, and they were so sweet. But I was like, I'm sorry. I was kind of shocked by the pain, and I'm just like, and I had my period as well, which is actually a good time to get it. But I'm also overly emotional, and then I feel fine. I'm like cracking a joke about like, oh, I'll just go home from now. I was like, I'll risk it. It's fine. I'll risk it. So that's what I said.
Oh my God, the people pleasing.
Oh my God, insane. And she was like, we don't have to do it now. I was like, no, I'm here. We're fucking doing it.
So it still wasn't out after you had coughed?
It was out.
Oh, you were trying to get it back in.
We now had to put the new one in.
Oh,
I to put a new one in.
Nope.
That's why I was like, there's no fucking way I'm coming back. I'm getting this fucking done now.
Yeah.
So she walks me through every single step. She's like a 6-step process. So, and I was like, okay.
That's 6 too many steps.
I was like, let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's just go. So you get back in, put the speculum in again. And I can't even remember.
Crank you open.
Honestly. She's like, well, now we're like cranking you open. Now I'm going and they have to like scrape it, I guess, which you don't actually feel. I didn't even feel that. No, or maybe first she put the, you had like the tiniest little prick, I guess, whenever they put the numbing in,
yeah,
which I didn't like, felt like literally nothing. And then they scraped, which felt like nothing. And then they have to put the actual IUD in. And again, you're getting, maybe it's like 10 seconds worth of what is it called? Contractions.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. And girl, just when I tell you, contractions are fucked. And the reason I'm telling this whole story is just, I'm sitting there lying there being like, how the fuck do women go through this? Like, okay, they did a study once for, a contraception for men, and the side effects, what were they? Like weight gain and emotional? It's
moody, headaches.
And then like a pill they had to take. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with my legs up, getting this fucking external device popped inside my bloody uterus.
Literally bloody.
Yeah, truly. When it did come out, it was bloody. And I was like, I want to look at that.
Oh.
But it just, all of it. I'm like, I'm sitting here. The last time I did it 8 years ago, they weren't even offering pain meds to women. And I'm just so mad. I'm like so irrationally mad. And
You're not irrationally mad.
But all these women that are here doing it too. And we all go through it if you choose to do this for your contraception. Or what is it? You track your period and you do risk getting pregnant. But then we're not allowed to have abortions. So, because they're trying to block abortions in this country. So it's like, how are we meant to win? Sorry, I was riled up, man. And then on top of it, I now know what contractions are like. So
on a very mild form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it was this bad, because when they put it in, the yelling happened again. And I understand now why women yell. And this again, I'm not saying it's like you said, very mild, but it was like I can't control it.
Oh my God. That's so awful.
It comes out as a yell. And then I felt like I was going to shit myself. And I was like, is that normal? And I was like, is this why women shit themselves?
I guess, yeah. I was
birth?
going to say, you do have to shit.
Dude, so many takeaways from that experience.
Oh my
and afterwards I
God.
go, that's what it feels like to have a baby. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, that's fucked. And she's like, but don't worry. That's why we have epidurals. And I remember for a long time I wanted to have a natural birth. Fuck that.
No
I'm getting the
way.
epidural. Nothing against it. I just like wanted to see what it was like. I think
No,
I've seen it.
no.
I'm good.
See, the thing is, we are lucky enough to live in a world where we have access to medical advancements and things that decrease the stress on our body, like an epidural.
Right. But then there's also the thing is that you can tear more from getting an epidural.
Do it.
I know. Well, that's
Fine.
why now I know the pain. I'm like, oh, dude, what deal with the tear? I can't.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a stressful day last week. And then the pain afterwards was way worse than what I remember either. I was like struggling to get home. I got an Uber because I was like, there's no fucking
An
way
Uber
I can
XL.
walk. Yeah. By the way, I'm also moving.
I'm so sorry that happened. Sounds like a truly invasive, traumatic experience. And it is one of those things, again, where it's a societal norm that we just do it. And because it happens so often, people just kind of forget about the physical and emotional pain.
Right? I
It's
mean,
like, ugh.
I felt so, yeah, I was super sensitive afterwards. And I had said to Jeffrey that like, it did make me mad that I'm like, why is it that we're the ones that have to do this? It just, it's always on the women.
It is always, but we're the emotional ones.
Right? Oh, God. Yeah, I wonder why, because we have all these additional hormones that are.
But we're not. I think that we can emotionally regulate
Oh, 100%.
a lot
Way more.
more and a lot easier.
Yeah. There
Like,
are
we're not
studies
just like-
that show that.
Yeah, we're not just like, well, for the most part, women, I mean, there definitely are some. For the most part, women aren't just like attacking random people on the streets of New York.
The people who are doing that are men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you want to fucking tell me I'm crazy? I am crazy, but I can control my crazy.
And also, I think expressing your emotions is a positive thing. It's not a negative thing.
No,
It's like
we're
that.
not bottling it up and then being like,
I mean, men are dying earlier than women, and I have no doubt part of that is attached to like withholding emotions. Because
Yeah.
also they have shown that withholding your emotions can affect your physical health.
yeah, and your nervous system is fucking going crazy because you're going crazy.
My therapist told me recently that they have done studies that show people who are in therapy have less health problems.
I have had less health problems since I started therapy.
Isn't it fascinating?
And I have a lot of autoimmune and inflammation in my body.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's no surprise to it because I do feel like, what is it? The body keeps the score.
Yes.
It's like true. I've had physical ailments when I have been unbelievably stressed about something and not letting it out. It's a real thing. But anyways, I wanted to share the experience because we're pivoting here.
I'm so sorry.
I do not. I mean, it's not like I need like an apology or anything, but I appreciate that. I think it's more that I wanted to share it because I know not all women have gotten IUDs. Also, I don't want to be scaring women to not get an IUD because, to be fair, I have loved my IUD and like
Yeah.
I would do it again because it's so worth it for me. It's the best thing with my body. Like I haven't had any issues with it. It was way better for me than the pill, and I'm too scared to track my period
Yeah.
and just raw dog it without
track.
anything. I know I know a
Yeah.
lot of women that do that, which honestly I probably should try, but it's just like
No, you know
an
what?
IUD works for me.
If it works for you, it works for you. I have not been on birth control for, I think I got offered for maybe nearly a decade.
Damn, that's crazy.
Touch wood.
I mean, I had thought about taking a break, but then I just had too much going on and was like, I just am gonna get it.
It truly took me years and years and years to understand my cycle and also like the physical like PMS effects, but that only was more apparent when I like became more in touch with my body.
Right. That makes sense. And
Yeah.
I think until you don't have something else that's affecting it, like I'm sure it'll be the same when I get the IUD out. It'll take time to like level back.
Completely. Yeah.
God.
But hormones are wild. And I religiously track mine, but obviously after egg freezing and after some other life stresses that have been going on, it's been a little bit out of whack. But it should be leveling out like this month or next month.
Oh,
so
good.
3 or 4 months after.
That's crazy though. Again, they don't talk about it.
Nope.
Do you think now knowing what the egg freezing experience is like, because I was thinking about this, like even now knowing what the IUD experience is like, I would still do it. Would you still egg freeze?
Yep.
Okay.
I would do another cycle.
Because it wasn't painful per se, was it?
It was painful, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Okay.
It was just a lot of ambiguity, and it was very invasive.
Yeah. And now you have the knowledge and you've shared the knowledge, which I hope has been helpful to some of our listeners, which I think it has. I think that's why we need to talk more about some of these things that we go through.
Yeah, women's health, bitches.
We love it. Anyways, I know we have something else we wanted to get to before we wrap up our episode today. And we've got some news. So Catherine, we do have bittersweet news.
My full
Catherine.
name. My full name.
Okay, so Kat has been a wonderful co-host with me, and we started this together. She will be stepping aside in the new year. She may be coming back, fingers
Maybe.
crossed. I'm going to try and convince her, guys, but she has some things to focus on. So you want to tell our listeners?
I feel like someone's going to be like, is this bitch pregnant?
Can you imagine? You're like, so one of the eggs I've decided I'm going ahead.
Like, so it turns out tracking my cycle is not effective.
Oh my God, yeah,
I
wait.
can
Yeah.
imagine. No, so I am in the middle of doing, as I've been doing this podcast, I've also been writing a book. And I think I just need to focus more of my time into finding a publisher and finishing that book. Because it's an erotica and it goes kind of hand in hand with, what we kind of believe in and what we have been trying to advocate for. But that needs to take my focus for a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's been an incredible... You're a writer. You've always been a writer. And I feel like this was such a good experience for you in a way as well.
Yes.
But I totally understand why you need to focus on that. And I just wanted to say, like, thank you for joining me on this journey. I pitched this idea to Kat and was like, who would I want to do it with? And you were the person I wanted to do it with.
No.
And I just like have been so grateful you've like joined me this whole time and just was such a yes person and just
Hell yeah.
came every week and we shot for a whole season.
And I may come back as a special guest, and especially because I will get my book published.
I know when you do, you're coming back.
Yes.
Babe. I'm interviewing you.
Yes.
And for our listeners, be rest assured, Note to Self is not going anywhere.
It's going nowhere.
Yeah, it's going nowhere. It's going somewhere.
Holy shit, you're right.
So I'll be taking the lead and playing around with some solo episodes, some guests finally. So it will still be here. It will just be a different format. And I hope you will stick with me. Don't leave me, my little listeners. I appreciate you.
We will know.
Yeah, we will.
We will know. I
will
still have
know.
access to metrics. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we will follow this shit. But I think as we kind of wrap up, we'll have one more episode with Kat next week, which is exciting. Our Christmas episode.
Ooh.
I know. And I wanted to say, looking back on this season, what's been your favorite part of the podcast?
The favorite part, oh my God, just one?
You can do a few.
Okay. I think honestly it's been, part of the reason I wanted to explore this with you is because you and I together is just a giggle fest.
Magic.
And we talk about a lot of serious things that are weaved into a lot of like funnies. And I've always wanted to get better at my public speaking in a non-corporate environment. Because when I do public speak, it's very corporate. It's very like, meep, 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 meep.
The sound effects are great this
I
episode.
know, I'm a little loopy. But this has really helped me from, getting comfortable in front of a camera and a mic, which anyone who knows me knows that I do not like to be in front of a camera.
Which you would not tell from doing this podcast, honestly. I threw her in the deep end. I was
That's
like,
the only way to
by the
do
way,
it.
we're also doing a video podcast. She was like, okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
You fell in very easily.
But it's good. And I love seeing our progression and just kind of seeing how much we, tic-tac and build off each other. And it's been really beautiful.
It's been so beautiful. It's
You're
been
beautiful.
great. You're beautiful.
you're
Also,
beautiful.
you have a ton of content that you can use for other things.
Yeah.
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 We got a lot of
Yeah.
good stuff here. And then as you step into the next chapter with your book, what are you most excited about? And what will you miss most about being on the show each week?
Seeing you.
Duh, you're still going to see me, bitch. But
I know.
It'll be different.
But then it's nice to have like every week carved out with you.
I know.
It's
the
nice.
dedicated time is so special.
It is. And I have loved so much seeing comments and messages from listeners of how it's helped them. Like that has truly motivated us more than anything. and seeing how, you know, even these kind of small things that we talk about, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to talk about small but powerful things, like the everyday things that maybe just get kind of pushed to the side, egg freezing, IUD, women's health in general, and just seeing how much that resonated with other people. And we always want to make people feel a little less alone.
100%. I couldn't have said it better myself. It was the whole reason I wanted to start this. And I think just that's something I personally want to continue, is to keep sharing those stories, whether it's, you know, by myself or with a guest or something, because I think there's not enough authenticity in a lot of media, I find. I think people try to be authentic, but I do find that we are missing like the truth about relationships and, you know, what we're going through in our health journeys and friendships and all of that. And, you know, I so am with you, and I want people to keep listening. I want people to keep sending us that feedback, and sending it to me as well now that as I take this over. And if you have questions, if you have ideas, like send them to the Note to Self handle. Kat will still be on there and she'll see them. I will. But like, I am so down to answer any questions and dive into different topics. Like, this is a work in progress, and I just want to keep growing it. And I hope that Kat will be back, which I'm sure she will, for little episodes here and there as you build out the book once the book is published. That's my goal. That's the deal. Yeah. When the book is published, you get to come back. Okay. That's it.
I'll be chomping at the bit, like, did it get published?
Yeah. But you're just like, I published it.
But yeah. No, but I've truly been working on this book for many years, and I've been making excuses every time I get writer's block. And I am now kind of really motivated to just finish it and find a publisher, because I think more than ever, we really need erotica that isn't, I don't want smut. It's real
stories.
Yeah, and there's going to be an undertone of consent, and that consent is sexy, and all these different experiences someone can have, but you have agency over it, and it's going to be a beautiful read.
Girl, I'm so excited. I know our listeners are going to be excited. I have no doubt it will get published, and I think also the time you spent dedicating to this each week, every time I'm recording, I'm going to be messaging you, and you have to be writing.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, that's a good deal.
Honestly, I like that.
So keep them on my calendar
every week. Yeah.
Let's just FaceTime.
Yeah. You're just watching as I'm doing my solo episodes. Yeah.
Good job.
Well, thank you, everyone, and we'll see you
next week.
Bye.